What I love about the topic of purpose is that most people could say that they feel a little bit lost or questioning perhaps what direction they need to take in their life or what the purpose of their life is, what the purpose of all of this that's going on means for them. What do they need to be doing next? What are they hungry for? And especially on a spiritual path, people can feel like they're lining up with something they believe in and they don't really know how to do more. How to, actually, that's something I hear a lot with the students and the people who do our meditation is, well, what else do I have to do? What else can I do? And what's really cool about that is your path is your path. If you are starting to practice any type of meditation, or you've been on your own spiritual awakening, your own spiritual path for a while, you will realize that even if you're hungry for more, if you're directing it out into the world, or you'll do what naturally comes to serve, which could be to teach, to inspire people, to do talks, to if you're in groups of people, to gently turn aggressive conversations around, just stuff that just happens naturally by you not having the same perspective. But when there's a calling to do more, you realize that the calling to do more is an inward journey. That what's really going on is to experience everything, anything that you've ever heard about what spirituality can deliver to you, is to experience it for yourself. If you've been inspired by books from great saints, experience it for yourself. You can accumulate knowledge and knowledge and knowledge and still be thinking constantly and judging and being miserable, really. You can still be in suffering. The transcendental peace is experienced by letting go of the mind. The wonder, the insane beauty and wonder that you can experience of resting into this moment and knowing the holiness that is in this moment is by letting go of the mind. The beauty that you can experience by truly loving yourself and loving others, this unconditional love that just grows and is sourced within you, is by letting go of the mind, by transcending thinking. So everything is about letting go of the mind. And why I put so much emphasis on that, and the teaching I'm involved in puts so much emphasis in that, is because everyone is addicted to thinking first. And so to talk about silence and stillness and God is great when people can actually experience it. Otherwise, you kind of talking up here when people are still really believing their thoughts are real. Once people can see that their thoughts are simply thoughts and they're no longer needing to think them, and they can actually play with being more alert and watching and present, then we can talk forever about stillness and silence and the holiness and sacredness of this moment. And right there is where you start to realize your purpose. Your purpose is to know this stillness. Your purpose is to recognize the sacredness of now. Your purpose is to live it ongoingly, not just have this moment and go, wow, that's great. I know all about stillness. It's like, no, to live it ongoingly, which means to have a tool that brings you back and brings you back when you forget, because you're creating a new habit. You're recognizing the habit of thinking and how many years you've been thinking. So it's a sticky habit, right? You really believe a lot of those thoughts are you and are important and need to be thought, and they do not. But anyway, until you know that, you don't. But when you do start to see that, then you can play with letting go, letting go, letting go, and playing with being present. And then that becomes the new habit. And then the stillness and this presence takes over, because then you've let go of the habit of thinking. You're not caught up in that anymore. And you can enjoy and content and just resting and being present now. That then becomes the new platform. it's no longer hard to stay here or fleeting. It becomes naturally longer and obvious. And then you realize you just forget sometimes, and you're off thinking again. And it's not like you try and find your way back. You just engage the alertness again. And then bang, here you are again. So your purpose is actually to know that, to know God, to know stillness, to know how precious this moment is. What's really cool about that is then you're home. There's no more feeling like you're lost. There's no more feeling like you're going around in circles trying to work out what you're supposed to be doing with your life, or what more do you need to do in your spiritual path. Your spiritual path is an ongoing exploration of the stillness and of the fascination of what's not true, the thinking and the voices, versus what is true, this eternalness, this glorious sacred now. And that becomes so captivating that that's all you want to, it's not that that's all you want to do, because it sounds really limiting. It's like you live your life from that foundation. So you're never lost then. You're never alone. You're never abandoned. You're never, I don't know, hunting or searching. It's like that pull in your heart that could be looking for something ceases in the magnetic glory of living now. You too can do it. So just do it. Do you want to learn how to ascend? Do you want to learn my meditation?